And welcome back to game week 35 of the Premier League. We are getting down to the nitty and the gritty with five Premier League games to go before we end the season. Liverpool have already been crowned champions of England, and we have a relegation battle done and dusted. We now focus on the top six battle. Let's see what happens next. Boys, if you want a discount on your energy, go and get my discount in the description. New Dan 10 at checkout. Peace. And we're starting off on Friday night with Man City. This is Wolves. And Man City are in that top 6, top 7 hunt for a European spot. And I'm going to say, Wolves are very good, beating Leicester on the weekend, which isn't that difficult. And I'm going to say that it's going to be a 2-0 win to Man City. And we have a guest this week. His name is Alex Moriali. Welcome him in to the Premier League Game Week 35.
Hello, my name is Alessandro Moriali. Thank you, Dad, for letting me be on his Premier League predictions. The first game is on Friday night, and it's Manchester City versus Wolverhampton Wanderers. I think Man City were going to win this one by 2-0.
Predictions. We now move to Saturday and to the lunchtime game on the Saturday, which is Aston Villa versus Fulham. Now, both these Villa have a strong chance of getting European football well, but Fulham have an outside chance of European let's say football. A very slim chance of anything happening to them, and I'm going to say it will be a Aston Villa win by 2-0. And Alex, what are you saying in this game?
We're moving on to Saturday. The lunchtime kickoff is Aston Villa versus Fulham. I think Aston Villa are going to win this one, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory.
It's a game that has no bearing on anything. Everton versus Ipswich this has no bearing on anything at all. Literally nothing, no bearing, nothing. And I'm going to say a 1-0 win to let Everton, because Ipswich are already down and Everton are just mid-table. And Alex, what he said in the dead game.
Next up is Everton versus Ipswich Town. I reckon Everton are going to win this one by 2-1.
Now we get to another game that's dead. In Leicester versus Southampton again. Both teams relegated back down to the Championship. And I'm going to say, in this game, it's going to be a dead, boring 0-0 draw in this game. Now we move. And Alex, what are you saying in this game?
Next game is Leicester City versus Southampton. I think this could be a draw in this one, so I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw.
Now move to the game at tea time on Saturday, which is going to be Arsenal versus AFC Bournemouth. Good point against and Arsenal slipped up again. Well, to be fair, they didn't play, but they slipped up last time they did play again. They did slip up last time they played, which was getting a draw against Palace, which helped out Liverpool massively because now Liverpool are crowned Premier League champions. They were now that on Sunday, but on this game, I'm going to go Arsenal. Arsenal guaranteed to finish in second place at the moment, but I'm not sure. Arsenal will win it 2-1. I mean, now, and Alex, what are you saying as an Arsenal fan, my man?
The late kick-off is my team Arsenal versus AFC Bournemouth. I'm going to go for a slight victory for Arsenal, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to the Gunners.
We now go to on Sunday, and the 2 o'clock games on Sunday. Starting off with Brentford versus Manchester United. Now, we are currently engrossed in a European semi-final. Time you see this, we would have done the first leg, but I think we will rest some of our big players for this game against Brentford to focus on that second leg in the Europa League, because the season we've had has been shocking. But Brentford, on the other hand, haven't had the best seasons ever, to be fair. They're playing Forest tonight at the time of filming this. I mean, and I'm going to go a 2-1 win to Brentford. I'm sorry, but we're focusing on the FA Cup. We're focusing on the Europa League right now. We have to. I'm sorry, we have to. And Alex, what are you saying in this game, man?
Then moving on to Sunday, the first game is Brentford versus Manchester United. I think this could be a draw in this one, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
Man, we now move to the other game at 2 o'clock, which is Brighton Hove Albion. This is Newcastle. Newcastle have massive top four aspirations right now. Huge aspirations for anything right now. And I'm going to say, and Brighton have a, let's say, a remote chance of getting somewhere after coming from a goal from 2-1 behind against West Ham on the weekend. To come back and win it is incredible. 3-2 at the 90-something minute was a mental game there. And I'm going to say Brighton 2, Newcastle 3. But Newcastle will do what Brighton did to West Ham and win it late. And Alex, what are you saying in this game? We now move.
The next game is Brighton and Hove Albion versus Newcastle United. I think this could be another draw, so I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw.
To a London derby, West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur. Again, Tottenham Hotspur are engrossed in a European semi-final, but their one is a little bit easier. They have Bodo Glimt, who, to be fair, I'm no slouches, to be fair. And I'm going to say, in this game, Spurs, again, they'll probably be resting players for that second leg on Thursday. And I'm going to say West Ham 2, Spurs 2. And Alex, what are you going for in this game? We now go.
The next one is West Ham United versus Tottenham Hotspur. I think West Ham might nick this one against Spurs, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory to West Ham United.
2. The late game on the Sunday is Chelsea versus Premier League champions Liverpool. Yes. First of all, congratulations Liverpool on a 20th league title. You have played amazingly this season. This hurts as a United fan, but you've deserved it. You have played amazingly well. You've got such a good team. Arne Slot in his first season at this level, well, at Premier League level, been supposed to be up there, one of the best. He joins an elite club of managers who have won the Premier League on their first season. I'll find the stat and insert it in here. I'll want it later tonight. And Chelsea, on the other hand, still in a top four battle, but just. I mean, to be fair, Liverpool will take it easy. 2-1 Liverpool. And Alex, what are you saying with the champions of England?
Moving on to the big game on Sunday, the late kickoff, it is Chelsea versus Liverpool. Well, Liverpool have won the title, but I reckon they are just going to beat Chelsea by 2-1.
We now go into Monday's game, and it is at Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest, who have a huge chance of top four. They play Brentford tonight, so this will give us a clearer indication of where they will be finishing. If they win this game tonight against Brentford, they'll be in fourth. Well, on Thursday night they'll be in third place and closing and above lots of Chelsea and West Ham. Well, no, lots of Chelsea, City, and Villa and Newcastle for this race. But Palace have nothing to play for. I'm going to go with a 2-0 win to Nottingham Forest, and that is.
We're moving on to Monday night game, and it is Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. I reckon Nottingham Forest are going to win away from home, and I'm going to go for a 3-2 victory to Nottingham Forest. That is all the fixtures for the Premier League predictions. Thank you, Dan, for letting me be on his channel.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll bring game week 35 to an end. Now, I might see you on Monday for a Champions League second leg, but I might call it a day now because it's getting down to that short games now. But if not, I'll see you on Friday next week for Premier League game week 36. What will happen in 35? Who will have a more indication on the top four? That's all that's going to happen these days now because title's over. Relegation's over. Is now just top. It's now that top 6 battle. Find that out next week. Apart from that, boys, have a lovely weekend. Goodbye.